shit is whack. 12% of your daily requirement. And then you need like 5 of these to feed however many people you invite over that bring over an extra person each. So then salt gravy. Ready to make some gravy. I prepared a stock a couple of days ago. If you notice, everything is being made in advance. With Thanksgiving, there's no excuse not to make everything in advance. So I actually made a stock a couple of days ago out of chicken, celery, onion, sage, all that good stuff. So this is 5 cups of some incredible stock. To make a roux, I got 1/4 cup of butter, 1/4 cup of flour. So next, got the pot on, we'll melt the butter. To make a roux, to make everything work, your stock your roux could be hot, and then your stock has to be cold. Or your roux can be cold, and your stock can be hot. This is the most traditional way, the best way to do it. So let's say your turkey's cooked and everything, and you're getting ready to make the pan gravy. More than naturally, it's probably going to be hot. Then you have to actually do it a different way. But I'm doing it based off of everything that I do is about time management. So if you made everything and did as much as you could do in advance, then this is the way you're going to be making your gravy. So we got the butter melted. Then I'll add in the flour. To make a roux is equal parts fat flour. So that's going real well. All we have to do, we're just doing this just to incorporate everything together. And then what we'll start doing is just adding the stock 1 cup at a time. So you see, I have my stock. I'm going to add a little bit now. And you have to keep this whisk ready. Keep it locked and loaded. So this is going to happen fast. This doesn't take any longer than 10 minutes to do. And you thicken it in parts so that you don't get dumplings in your gravy. So I added the last little bit of stock, and so I kind of purposely did this just to show you what happens if your gravy is not as thick as you would like it to be. So this was 5 cups of stock and a 1/4 cup roux. So, and this is pretty much where we're at. So what I do is hold some of the stock back and mix it with maybe 3 tablespoons of flour and whisk it together. Now I just basically made a mock roux because I just mixed the flour with cold stock, and this will help it get to where I want it to be thickness wise, viscosity wise, and then you can thin and thicken your gravy as you see fit, however you envision it coming out. But it takes about 15 minutes for a roux to cook out. And with the mock roux I just did, the quick roux I just did, it's just another way to thicken things. You see it's getting thicker already. So it's almost like as if making a slurry, like as if you would do with cornstarch. So I'll let this catch up for about another 5 minutes, and it should be thick.
dip set.
If you want to put rosemary in there, put rosemary in there. If you want to put tarragon in there, you put. At this point is whenever you put your fresh herbs right at the end. I'm just going to put a tablespoon or so of fresh sage back in here.